Hey everyone! Today is our last day in the beautiful city of Wrocław, and there is still so much left to discover. Join us as we head to the outskirts of the city to uncover some hidden gems. We'll be indulging in another delicious Paczki, a traditional Polish pastry, and savoring a hearty bowl of Żurek and barszcz, which are classic Polish soups. But that's not all. We'll also be visiting one of the largest panoramic paintings and exploring the impressive Centennial Hall. Come along with us on this journey as we dive deep into the rich Polish culture and showcase the incredible beauty of Wrocław, the city that truly has it all. You won't want to miss it. If you are new to the channel, then please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our latest videos. Let's get straight into the video. It's our last day in Wrocław. It's 10 degrees Celsius outside, which to me I feel like I'm losing my South African inside, because in South Africa 10 degrees Celsius would be freezing for me, but today it's actually
10 degrees is warm.
It's pleasant and it's lovely. I'm really enjoying the weather and the sun, so...
We're gonna go grab something to eat.
Yes, I don't think that there is a lot of food that we haven't had yet. I still want another beetroot soup because that was my absolute favorite thing that I've had here so far.
And a Polish dessert, another one.
Yes, that as well. Oh my goodness, yes, the food has been just really excellent. But yes, we have a jam-packed day full of
another one.
More exciting things to do, so
come follow along with us.
Let's go.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning and I should probably not be eating a donut, but they are my absolute favorite foods since being in Poland.
It's not called a donut?
It's called a Paczki.
Paczki?
Paczki, I think I'm saying it correct. So we've chosen a salted caramel Paczki. So it's basically like a donut with a nice glazing on. I think they got a bit of a pretzel over there. And then I'm assuming that the inside has got salted caramel. Wow. Check that out. It's stuffed with salted caramel. It's so good.
Good breakfast. Healthy breakfast.
Wow, Poland. I didn't know that you guys made such amazing desserts. I feel you, Wrocław, I feel you. How is it? It's just so light and fluffy.
It shouldn't be legal making things that taste this good.
Oh man. I think that my favorite thing about it is the light and fluffiness, and it's not overwhelmingly sweet. It's not overwhelmingly sweet. It's the perfect breakfast starter. And the best thing about it, it's 8 zloty, which is not even €1.50.
Absolutely delicious.
The only thing missing is a hot chocolate. It's a bit cool, getting a bit of sunlight.
We started the day by exploring some of Wrocław's famous shops around the city square. The sweet factory store immediately caught our attention. James has a very big sweet tooth, so we simply could not just walk by a shop lined with jelly bean walls. This place is a must visit for all the sweet and chocolate lovers. Rumor has it they are the best sweet store in Wrocław. There are so many jellies, candies and chocolates to buy. Whether you're a kid or an adult, this is definitely a place you will want to visit. There's still so much left to explore, but before that, here's a quick message from our sponsor. Hi guys, this is us from the future. I hope that you're loving this video and that you stick around till the very end because we have some really exciting things happening. I'd just like to say that this video is sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. 2024 is a year where we are really focused and dedicated to our health more than ever before. Not just physically, but mentally as well.
I am committed to regular exercise.
And I'm committed to following a good diet and eating healthier foods.
I am even meditating.
I've set some clear personal goals that are really there to help me feel like a fuller version of myself.
Setting these goals, however, can be quite difficult, but a therapist can really help you set these goals.
BetterHelp is an online platform that really makes therapy so much less intimidating and easier for a lot of people. BetterHelp can match you to one of their 30,000 therapists that are specifically chosen based on your unique needs, preferences, and location.
And if you're not completely satisfied with your current therapist, then you can easily switch with one click at no additional cost.
So if you're ready to start your journey on the right direction, then head to betterhelp.com/Beyond Borders to both support this channel and get 10% off your first month.
Now, let's get straight back into the video.
We continued our walk towards the old Jewish quarter in the city. We were immediately greeted by some new friends that we had not previously seen. I think in total we must have seen over 200 gnomes during our visit to Wrocław.
We are now on our way to the old Jewish quarter of Wrocław, which is apparently a very beautiful area in the city, lined with a lot of bars and a lot of coffee shops and a lot of places where students hang out in the summertime.
I think when we're done here, there's not going to be a lot of places left to explore.
The Jewish quarter in Wrocław, known as the White Stork Synagogue District, is a historic and culturally significant area located in the heart of the city. This district has long been a hub of Jewish life and culture, reflecting the rich history of the Jewish community in Wrocław, which dates back to the Middle Ages. The area suffered greatly during the Holocaust, with many residents being deported and murdered. Post-war, the Jewish community in Wrocław diminished significantly, but the area has seen a revival in recent years. Today, the Jewish quarter is a place of remembrance and celebration of Jewish heritage. The surrounding area features various historic sites, such as Old Jewish Cemetery and monuments commemorating the Holocaust. The district also includes modern attractions like cafes, galleries, and popular bars, making it a lively part of Wrocław's cultural landscape.
We are now on our way to the Galeria Dominikańska. I think I'm saying that right, but it's the largest panoramic painting in the world, depicting a very famous battle in the 1800s that happened here in Poland.
We made our way back to the Oder River, to the museum where the painting is housed. One thing that really impressed us with Poland was the quick, effective, cheap, and relatively easy to navigate public transport system that made exploring the city relatively easy. The Racławice Panorama is a monumental cycloramic painting located in the city that depicts the Battle of Racławice, which was a significant event in the Kosciuszka uprising against the Russian domination in 1794. The painting was created in the late 19th century by a team led by Jan Stajka and Wojciech Kosak. The panorama is 15 meters high and a staggering 114 meters long, offering an immersive 360-degree view of the battle. It was originally displayed in Lviv, Ukraine, but was moved to Wrocław after World War II. The panorama is housed in a specially designed rotunda, attracting visitors with its impressive scale and historical significance. It provides you with a vivid visual journey into Polish history. It's an awesome stop and a must-do activity if you're visiting the city.
Wow, such an awesome painting.
Really cool.
I don't think art is something that I really appreciate a lot. I think for a lot of people it is something that is very important. I'm not a very artistic individual, but it is still cool to have a look at it and marvel the wonders of what people can do.
And it's huge. Like, you can't even think how one probably wasn't one person that did that.
Multiple people that painted it. I think it was two of them that painted it.
But you can't even think how people can do that, and then I can't even draw like a freaking stick, man.
Simply amazing, and such an awesome experience. This is the Oder River, and it's crazy to think that This is the same river that goes through to Session and into the Baltic Sea.
Yeah, we've seen this river before.
We've seen it before, probably just about 400 kilometers upstream, or should I say downstream. So I think they start in like the Zakopane Mountains and then go all the way through to the Baltic Sea.
We continued our walk along the Oder River, admiring the beauty of Ostratumski, also known as Cathedral Island, and the beautiful twin towers of St. John the Baptist Cathedral that dominated the skyline of Wrocław. The Gothic architecture from this view was simply amazing to look at, and it presented such amazing photo opportunities. It was time to grab a bite to eat. We had heard from some locals that there was a fantastic floating riverboat restaurant located a short walk upriver. We decided to take a walk along the promenade, admiring the beauty of the surrounding historical buildings that lined the riverbanks. Grunwald Bridge caught our eye up ahead with its towering beauty. The bridge is the largest hanging bridge in Wrocław. It was built right before World War I started and opened in 1910. At the start, the bridge was named the Emperor's Bridge. Then it changed to Freedom Bridge, and at one point even being named Hitler's Bridge when Germany ruled this area. There are a lot of legends about the Grunwald Bridge. One of them says that the architect found some miscalculations and he wasn't sure that the bridge would be strong enough to support the weight of people and vehicles. So he tried to stop the bridge from being opened. Because no one took his consideration seriously, the architect hung himself on the bridge the day before the opening. Until today, the bridge works perfectly normal and serves Wrocław's citizens. Oder Centrum is a cute little floating restaurant that is located on the banks of the river and offers a variety of artisanal snacks and gourmet sandwiches. The restaurant is known for its good drinks and coffee, but also for the spectacular view of the Oder River and Grunwald Bridge that you can admire from your table on the boat. It's an extremely popular cafe among the locals. It was a bit chilly outside, so we managed to grab a table inside where we ordered some delicious baked cheeses, flatbread, a sandwich and some coffee and freshly made lemonade. The food was very good. A bit different from the Polish dishes we'd been eating the past few days, but it offered an amazing experience to try something different that so many locals enjoy.
Really, really good meal, even though it probably was not Polish and it was very vegetarian for me. I needed some meat. Still very, very tasty, and the views of the Oder River just make it spectacular. Definitely a must if you are in Wrocław.
Delicious food, yes, but it wasn't enough to satisfy my appetite.
We said that we were going to attack the day with the game plan of nibbling small pieces throughout the day.
Yes, but
because we still want to try more Polish food.
Yes, like you could see, we had baked camembert cheese, which is a very, very big thing in South Africa, so it made us feel a little bit at home as well.
All we were missing was the red wine.
Yeah.
We're now at Bolva Polczynski. I think I've got that name right, maybe. I don't know, these Polish words are getting to me, but it's basically a beach on the Oder River. Now the photos of this place looked pretty amazing during the summertime, and on Google there was like a bar with beers and drinks and people playing volleyball, and people swimming and tanning. It looked very nice on the photos, but it's only like 10 degrees outside.
And windy, quite windy all of a sudden.
And windy. So
and the sun has decided to leave us for the day.
So I don't think we are going to be doing much swimming today.
Swimming?
Unfortunately, the weather was just not playing along. And because it was off-season, this vibrant area was still laying dormant. We can just imagine in the summertime, this area must be an amazing place to come unwind on the river with a few friends and some drinks. From the pictures, it definitely looks to be the buzz and a very popular hangout place.
We're now on our way to Wrocław's Centennial Hall.
What's that about?
Which is a World Heritage UNESCO site. It was built in the early 1900s and it's a concrete structure, and it's used today for multifunctional purposes like events and sporting matches and activities. There's also one of the world's largest water fountains that displays on the hour, that is located in the gardens of the Centennial Hall. It looks beautiful from the photos that we've seen. Well, I wouldn't say beautiful, it's very dull, but it's a very historic and magnificent piece of architecture that a lot of people go to, and it's a World Heritage UNESCO site, so it must be very good.
Check it out.
We were getting a bit cold from all the walking outside, so we decided to catch a short 10-minute tram to the site. Centennial Hall, also known as Hala Stulecia, is a famous building known for its impressive design and historical importance. Designed by a German architect, Max Berg, and finished in 1913, the hall was built to celebrate 100 years since the Prussian victory over Napoleon at the Battle of Leipzig. This victory was an important moment in European history. The hall is notable for its large dome, which is 65 meters wide and 42 meters high. This dome was one of the biggest of its kind when it was built, thanks to the innovative use of reinforced concrete. This material allowed for new architectural possibilities and made Centennial Hall a key development in modern architecture. Over the years, Centennial Hall has been used for many different events, including international exhibitions, concerts, sports events, and political meetings. In the intra-war period, it was a central venue for exhibitions and fairs that showcased advancements in industry, culture, and technology. After World War II, the hall continued to be an important venue for various events in Wrocław. In 2006, it was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, highlighting its global importance. Today, Centennial Hall is still a lively place for many activities. It is surrounded by beautiful grounds, including the Japanese garden and the pergola with the multimedia Wrocław fountains, which features spectacular water, light, and sound shows. The hall and its surroundings are a popular attraction for both locals and tourists, combining historical significance with modern entertainment.
I think the only sad thing about traveling in the off-season is that the cool activities, like the water fountain for example, is not working. There's so many things that are shut essentially for the winter. So we came all this way for the water fountain show on the hour.
No, we didn't.
And it's not there.
We came to see this.
But we came to see the building
And we're going.
and we're looking at it and admiring it. At least you can come enjoy a nice coffee here if you're planning on visiting in the winter season. But the view from these coffee shops must be pretty amazing when and if the show decides to happen. I think there's definitely an event happening here though, because I don't know if you can see through the glass, but there's probably like 1,000 people in there all eating probably Polish food, because they're all dishing up food. I can smell a bit of it from outside. It smells pretty good. We could maybe make a pit stop.
It was time to start making our way back to City Square, but we still had a few stops to make on the way. The Faculty of Architecture at Wrocław's University of Science and Technology was next on the list. Situated in the heart of Wrocław, the faculty is surrounded by the city's rich architectural heritage. The nearby Oder River adds to the beauty of its surroundings, offering scenic pathways and green spaces. The faculty is housed in a striking modern building that reflects its dedication to design and innovation. The building itself is an architectural masterpiece that provides some stunning views. The backdrop of the building along the water looked like something that came out of a movie. Built in 1945, the faculty has played a significant role in shaping the architectural landscape of Wrocław. The building features sleek lines, expansive windows, and a thoughtful use of materials that create an inspiring environment. The nearby park provides a great place to relax with friends and family while grabbing a bite to eat. If you enjoy stunning architecture like we do, then it's definitely worth the visit.
We are at the University of Wrocław's architectural building.
Faculty.
And it is so beautiful. It's
A bit out of the city square and out of the main city, just outside the old town, but absolutely worthwhile the trip coming here. The views are just incredible.
building is beautiful as well.
And you've got this little lake here that is super majestic, and there's some birds and some ducks and people feeding pigeons. Very, very beautiful. Like I can imagine this place in the summertime. Probably in the summertime, come here, have an afternoon picnic with an incredible view and an incredible backdrop. The sun has officially left us and the temperature has started to drop. I think it's almost like 6 degrees again.
It's cold, really cold. And the wind that's blowing is not helping.
There wasn't wind the past couple of days we've been here, but the wind has been blowing and it's this icy cold wind. And when you're nearby the water and it comes off the water, it's just super, super cold. But we've got a few more stops left before making our way to a Polish kitchen to have some Żurek. Sunay's favorite, beetroot soup.
Yes!
On the way back, we made a quick stop at the Kolorowe, Podwórka na Nadodrzu, or also known as the colorful backyards in Wrocław. Sorry if I didn't get that pronunciation right, I'm still learning. This area is a vibrant urban art project located in the Nadodrzu district. This art project has transformed ordinary courtyards into colorful, dynamic spaces through street art. Local artists collaborated with residents to create stunning pieces of art that reflect the community's spirit and creativity. The project has revitalized the area, turning it into a lively and attractive neighborhood. Each courtyard showcases unique themes and styles, making it a popular destination for both locals and tourists. The colorful backyards not only beautify the surroundings, but also foster a sense of pride and community among the residents. As we made our way back into the old town, we took the time to admire the beauty of Wrocław's stunning buildings one last time. If you've missed our previous videos where we explored these areas, you can find it in the link above. Out of all the places we've visited thus far around the world, nothing comes close to the beauty and majestic charm that Wrocław offers. You find it around every corner. That magical feeling of walking down these streets is something that you read about in storybooks as a child, and it's hard to describe unless you've walked through the city yourself.
Last stop on today's journey is to go get some soup. We are freezing. We've been walking probably about 12,000 steps now. Keen to get some warm goodness into my soul to heat my body up.
Yes.
Very cool. This wind is absolutely icy. It feels like it's coming out of like snow.
Yeah.
Off the snow, but it's coming off the water, off the Oder River, so it's super, super cold. But we are now passing the university campus once again, and
Something smells delicious.
check at this view. It's just incredible. Can't get over all the beautiful buildings.
And all the delicious smells. I feel like that's how you know you're in Poland.
The smells have truly been great. I can smell it around every corner.
You smell delicious food everywhere. It's like
Super good.
We made our way back to Kurna Chata, which was the popular local Polish restaurant we ate at on our first day in Wrocław. The service and food, especially that delicious beetroot soup, was so good. It left such a good impression on us that we just had to go back one more time.
Cool, so here we have got Żurek, which is a very famous Polish dish, and it comes inside of a bread. It's a soup with bacon and egg, and apparently it is very tasty, and it comes in a pot of bread. I've never had soup that comes out in a hollow bread before, so I'm very interested to taste it and see what the big fuss is all about. Why is this such a popular dish in Poland? I'm gonna just dip the lid, should I say, of the bread. Wow. Żurek is a traditional Polish soup known for its distinctive sour flavor, which comes from fermented rye flour. This hearty soup typically includes ingredients like white sausage, hard-boiled eggs, potatoes, and sometimes even smoked meats and mushrooms. It is often seasoned with marjoram and served with a dollop of horseradish. Żurek is particularly popular during Easter, symbolizing the end of Lent, but it is enjoyed all year round. Each region and even family may have its own variants of the recipe, showcasing the diversity of Polish culinary traditions. While I had my Żurek, Sunay decided to have another hearty bowl of barszcz, which is a very popular traditional soup, and of course, it did not disappoint. It's like a runny soup with like pieces in it. You can see there's a bit of bacon, but I've never had egg in a soup before, but it's surprisingly very tasty. It's not bacon, I think it's some form of a pork sausage, because it's got sausage and it's cut up. It looks like bacon and it tastes like bacon, but it's actually sausage. So I finished the soup, but I'm not sure if you're supposed to eat the whole bread. It's a lot of bread, like for the plate or bowl essentially. But my favorite part is definitely the bread. It's so crispy, super tasty bread. I'm probably not going to eat the whole thing purely because it's a lot of starch, but very tasty. Soup was good. Bread even better, but the Polish bread has just been awesome. So that meal was pretty good. A bit surprising with the egg in there. Not used to having egg in soup, but it was tasty. It was definitely a unique dish that I haven't had before. So now I had the beetroot soup. She stuck to
what I know,
what she knows,
and it was delicious, and I would order it again.
What has been the most unique dish since being in Poland?
Most unique dish is definitely beetroot soup. I haven't had anything similar. Definitely not even close to beetroot soup. So,
but all the food in general has been very good in Poland.
So good.
It's no surprise. We saw all the cool videos leading up to this. There's still so many dishes that one can try in Poland, and this is definitely not the last. So we will definitely make another trip to Poland and explore the unique cuisine once again. That is us for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining us on this Poland trip.
It's been an incredible experience. The city is lively tonight. We're probably just going to go walk around some more, but we've truly had such an incredible experience, and we just fallen in love with Poland even more.
Good food, good people, good buildings, good architecture,
and a good time.
Good nature. Everything about it is just such an amazing place. I mean, such an affordable trip as well. So many more videos to come of Poland.
Absolutely.
So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you stay up to date with all of our latest videos. Over 90% of you guys are not subscribed. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel so that you stay up to date with all of our upcoming videos in Poland and from the rest of the world. Until next time though, this is Beyond Borders.
Over and out.